too long ago, we were defeated, not as you assumed though. You will see a new Star Wars from the old. This year, all is to change.
So if I was to say that everything you know is true, you will think I mean some online game community that pretends to be like Jedi, but are nothing like what you know. They think having a toy saber makes them guardians of peace and justice, yet it's more make-believe fantasy as is the galaxy it is set. But what if all was for you to know them, before they reveal themselves to a world that is the same Empire Sith regime, although it has not been 19 years gone, but closer to 19 millennia, or more ISO 10,000 BCE. First you may say like science, that humans were not even capable that long ago, yet the Great Pyramids of Egypt and elsewhere, but Giza's Great Pyramids can still not be created by our modern, assumed, technology.
For a millennium, high in the snowy mountains of Ando Prime, the Order of the Dai Bendu monks had attended a massive edifice they called the Thoyor.
Lie. Bullshit. Fuck off, idiot.
In Star Wars Rebels, we meet a mysterious Force-sensitive being known as the Bendu, who claims to represent the middle of the Force. He also name-drops the Ashla and the Bogan. But what does that all mean? What is the Bendu? Who are Ashla and Bogan? Let's discuss.
Well, this Journal of the Worlds is this Bendu is the Egyptian bird Bennu, which, like the phoenix, which comes from the Greek word for the phoenix, comes ashes, rises from its ashes, and shines a light down onto the darkness. And that is what is happening right now.
Welcome to Germany, friends. Now we translated in English. You may think, not another Star Wars channel. I can assure you that you have to be in the crew, or George Lucas, or in the know, to be able to tell what I and my American friend with us today is our Indian friend. That is Asian, by the way. Sorry.
You cannot see me right at this moment due to storms in area, so video is buffering too much. Audio only today. But you have to watch to see it for yourselves. I am too using translation for better hearing. We are global. Not all people speak English. I do, but my accent thick. Let's see. Yes, he is right. I am editor of Hindu magazine, basically the GQ of India. What my friend is saying is true. Unless you one of them, he say. You will never heard these stories. Why? Because some in West think everything about them, their language, that we in rest of world not allowed to be fans. Why I am here is I grew up in Egypt. My family posted there when Britain controlled it, as protectorates. My insight is from a time long ago, but here on this planet.
Oh years, that is true, my friend, and we are not here to dribble on endlessly of old stories. We are very different. We are beyond.
Yes. Why most fans follow the fool, you foolish lot.
Learn from what all their peers are doing. You know, I'm doing this and I'm doing, you sort of see how they manipulate film, the visual image, moving image, and do things that have never been done before. And so that's what I want to do, because in the movie business, you cannot take a risk. You cannot do something that doesn't work. You don't get a second chance. I've taken second chances, but I've just taken to polish them. But at the same time, you can't, there's no experimenting. There's no experimenting in the movies. What you do is every day on the set, what you're doing has to be right.
It's a trap! The Secrets of the Jedi was taking the point of view of Luke Skywalker about many different characters, Jedi and Sith, whereas this book takes over the point of view of Palpatine alone, and more so just covers the Sith sort of things. Doesn't really cover his point of view of the Jedi all that much, but just, you know, the Sith characters, Sith weapons, Sith timelines, certain parts of Star Wars in general, and his overall plan after Return of the Jedi. It goes into great detail on a lot of things, and there's some new things that it covers as well, such as the Aeon engine, which I thought was pretty cool, but also it covers some things, which brings me to this video, but also it covers some things which are very contradicting and actually changing the original story of Revenge of the Sith and his relationship even with Plagueis. So I'd really like to... It's a trap! Podcast a few weeks ago. So essentially on this page, it talks about a dyad in the Force, which we learned about in episode 9, where two characters can interchange things in the galaxy like objects, no matter where they are. They can hear each other's thoughts, they can kind of communicate, they can touch each other almost even, or they can, in fact, and so much more. If they actually come into contact with one another, their power in the Force is so unbelievably powerful, it transcends literally everything else.
It's a trap! No, Yoda explained that the Jedi had not only been destroyed by the Sith, but for years had been destroying themselves. It's a trap! It's a trap! It's a trap! The Jedi fell into a set way of doing things and guidelines. They neglected the existence of the dark side, and thus became unfamiliar with their old enemy, but they also defied the Force itself. For generations, the Jedi fell into a set structure on how students should be trained, and because of that, neglected the will of the Force itself.